But throughout Facebook yesterday and Twitter, some people, they make it a point to not watch the Super Bowl. Like, for example, a friend of mine, you know him as well, I believe, Jimmy Merritt. He's a comedian.
I know him well.
He's a good guy. He's a funny guy. I guess you would call him a geek. He's into every comic book, and he plays Dungeons and Dragons. He's the guy whenever I don't understand something about, Thor or some movie, some angle, this character, I'll just ask him and he'll explain everything. He's married and his wife also is into that kind of thing from what I can tell. But he says, on Facebook that they're going to go to a movie because it's quiet in the movie theater because no one's going to be out in the movies. And I'm like, do people not know what happens at a Super Bowl party? I mean, first of all, everyone's bringing food. Do you not like good food? Do you not like to drink? Do you not like eating cookies and cake? Do you not like hanging out with friends? Do you not like gambling? Do you not like funny commercials? Do you not like watching Beyonce or Tom Petty or The Who or Prince or U2 or Michael Jackson? Are you so offended by football that you don't want to go to a party where half the people aren't even really watching? They're just hanging out and talking? It doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I guess I kind of understand because that's when every single girl, they come out and they've got Ravens hats on and Ravens shirts on and purple eyeshadow. Meanwhile, they only know 4 players and they're the players of the jerseys that are, on the other people there at the party. So you have to deal with that a little bit. But I hear what you're saying. Actually, where we watch the game, there's really only about 7 people actually watching the game. Everybody else just rummaging around, right?
It's not like a sports bar where it's all diehards and it's loud, people are yelling, and I can see where you wouldn't want to go to that because you don't really care. But if you don't like football, don't care about the game, it doesn't mean you can't have a good time. I'm not saying it's a party, and I'm not saying this to be funny. I actually believe this. If they were hyping up a gay porn and people were talking about what was going to happen in this gay porn and who was going to happen to what, who was the top and who was the bottom, and there was going to be parties and everyone's going to watch it, and I was going to a party where they had all the things we had last night, great food and my friends and drinking, and we could have a betting on who would do who, I would go, and I don't want to watch gay porn because it's an event.
You just offended Robbie is what you did.
No, I would go, and it doesn't mean I like to watch men have sex. It means it's a fun time. And anything you can bet on, you could go. I just don't understand. You don't want to hang out with friends and eat good food and drink because you want to be sit in a movie theater.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, there are things that are events. It doesn't really matter if you're into them. I'm not a big fan of Jimmy Buffett music, but I know his concerts are like events. It'd probably be fun to go to, right? If that makes any sense, right? I don't know that I'm a big fan of the Grateful Dead, but if Jerry Garcia was still alive, I'm sure I'd like to go see one of their concerts. You like events?
Look, if there was a party to watch the last episode of The Bachelor to see who we picked. And Joe, you're not watching the show, but if a bunch of your friends were there and they were eating and drinking and hanging out, you would go, right?
Of course.
Of course you would. So I just don't understand. Eric Dactor says that you have to realize that there are guys that hate listening to loud guys like you. It's funny because everyone says I don't talk loud enough.
That's right. That's Gramps' #1 complaint. My father. By the way, I want to say this. My father also wears a hearing aid. So, I mean, I'm not sure if you should feel bad. I have no idea. But as soon as I brought it up, Robbie goes, yeah, you do trail off. He took that opportunity to coach you up. I liked it.
Well, I'm just saying, if the person who's saying I don't talk loud enough has a hearing aid, I think in court I'm going to win that. On Judge Judy, his hearing it's medically questioned. I mean, it's a fact.
Oh, no doubt.
And that brings us to Michael Chamberlain, because he, like our friend Jimmy Merritt, knows nothing about sports. And both of them know so little. You shouldn't know nothing about a subject. Like, I'm not into U.S. history, but I know who fought in the Civil War, right?
Sure.
And that's how Michael Chamberlain is with sports, and same thing with Jimmy Merritt. It's like, you should know at least something. It's just by accident.
I'm trying to think if there's a subject that I literally know nothing about. Like, I don't cook, but if somebody talked to me about it, I'd say, oh, paprika, whatever. Well, like, I know something. I know what that exist.
You know what saute means?
Yes, I do.
Okay, you know what a deep fryer is? Yeah.
I am familiar.
Okay, but basically, Michael Chamberlain can name 3 athletes. One's Muhammad Ali, and the other's Michael Jordan, and the other's Billie Jean King.
Luther King. Oh, sorry, guys.
There's no doubt that Michael Chamberlain didn't watch the Super Bowl, correct?
He doesn't have a TV, right? So unless you can watch it at the public library, which I doubt is open on Sunday night, then how could he have seen it even if he wanted to?
Well, why don't we ask him all those questions? Plus, we'll talk about the Oscars, something that he's an expert on yet. He probably has seen about as much of these movies as he has the Super Bowl. Mike Chamberlain coming right back. Robin Joe Show.